Hello, everybody. This is Bennyhillz back with another Supreme Vintage Cube draft, and this pack is really bad. Yeah, I mean it's just actually horrible. There's no good blue cards. There's no good like white aggro cards. There's I like Llanowar elves, but then there's like you can lead on the mana elf, but there's not even a single other green card. Like this is actually one of the worst packs I've ever seen. I guess we could take Bolus's Citadel. This is good if we find Tinker. But there's not even. We could go like Gush, Bolus's Citadel, and try and do Storm, but that's like not even a good start to Storm, really. And oh my gosh, this pack is so bad. Um. Hmm. I guess I will do Gush, Bolus's Citadel. I'm not happy about this at all, and honestly, I hope to play neither of these cards in my final deck. This is actually ridiculous. I mean, we could take like, yeah. There's not even any other reasonable considerations really. Okay, this pack is also pretty bad, but it's a lot better. There's Glenn. Chart of Course is okay. Mentor is pretty good. Maybe we go Glenn Mentor. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, Tolarian Academy is great. Now we're getting some good cards. So we can pick up the Academy and then a second Citadel, but I don't think we want that. I think I'm just going to go with a Signet here. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, there's a Thalia, but I think we're not doing that at this point. I think we just go Karn Consecrated Sphinx. Yeah, that seems pretty good. All right, now we're talking. That is what we needed. Mana Crypt is great, and then we could take a Worn Power Stone, a Revoker, or a Mystical Tutor. Right now, Tutor doesn't get anything really, but I'm hoping to pick up a Tinker. So I think that's what we should do. Yeah, I'll pick up this. There is a Mind's Desire, Mox Diamond, Mana Leak, Metalworker. Definitely want the Mana Leak. And then I don't like Mox Diamond in general in this format, but I kind of think I still want to take it here. Yeah, I think that is the pick. Oh, if we get a bunch of Moxen, we might end up cutting this, but that's like good. I would be very happy if we get to that situation. Okay, now this is a good pack. We can take Urza, which is excellent, and then Blightsteel versus Time Twister. Blightsteel is good if we get exactly Tinker. Although we don't have any of the Hull Breacher type cards that you want to pair with Time Twister, and like this is just not playable if you don't have those cards, in my opinion. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the Blightsteel here. We really are hoping to find that Tinker though. I would take that over Black Lotus here. Okay, this pack is bad. Honestly, this deck is bad. This is not a good start at all. I think we go with a second Mentor and a Cryptic here. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, Mox is good. And then there's a Hallowed Fountain, a Dig Through Time, and a Commit Memory, and a Memory Jar. We're definitely taking this. And then I think I'd just take the Hallowed Fountain here. I really would like to play these Mentors. That's a really good win condition. Okay, Brainstorm, Coalition Relic, and Relic. I think we go with a Brainstorm. That's just really strong. And then I think I'm going to take Relic here. It's not great, but it's like... I guess Treachery is another option, but I think I like taking the Relic. It's good with the Urza and the Thalarian Academy. I want to have as many cheap artifacts as possible. Okay, there's a Fractured Identity, which I think we just take that. That's in our colors, which is pretty sweet. And then there's Frantic Search, Commit Memory, Wooded Foothills, Volcanic, and Disenchant. Honestly, I think I'm supposed to take Disenchant. Yeah, this is very good interaction. Oh, wow. Wait. Hull Breacher, Fractured Identity, and 2 Moxen. I mean, we have to take the Moxen here, but that's brutal. Remember our first pack when we took Gush? I would take, yeah, that's so frustrating that it worked out that way, but definitely just taking the double Mox. I mean, that's not, yeah, I'm not going to pass those. Okay, there is another fractured. We could have had 3. Time Spiral, Ringling Mirror, Unexpectedly Absent. I think we just go Fractured Identity Jace here, though. Yeah, that seems good. Oh, running out of time to get that Tinker. We could take another Hallowed Fountain, a Jace, Sheldock. Those are all good. I think I'm going to go with the 2 lands here. Jace is good, but we already have a lot of 4s and 5s and stuff, and these lands are just, yeah, I think that's a better upgrade. All right, nice. An on-color Mox. Always happy to see that. And then we could take Metamorph or Seagram Coast. I think we should go with the Coast. We have so many spells already. And this helps with the fixing a lot. Yeah, we'll do that. We're running out of time to get the Tinker, but we can take a Soul Ring, which I'm very happy about. And then don't need another Blightsteel. Snapcaster Mage is not good. Actually, we have very few cheap instants and sorceries. We could take a second Disenchant or a Charter Course or an Emrakul. Actually, I kind of like taking Emrakul here. At this point, it's looking like both of these are not making the cut, so I would like one more good top-end card. And we can make a lot of mana with the Tolarian Academy and all these other things. So I think Emrakul seems pretty good here. Nice. Ancestral is excellent. So we'll definitely take that. And then I think I like just taking Karn here. With like Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, and Moxen, we can drop this really early. Yeah, we'll go with the Karn. And then last pick, can we get a Tinker? We cannot, but we can get some good stuff. There is Remand, Swords, Colonnade, and Misty. I'm goalish for Tolarian Academy. That's actually somewhat tempting, but we can't even come close to activating it. Well, I guess we have black. Yeah, we can't really activate it. I think I just want Remand Swords, actually. The fixing would be nice, but these are both a type of interaction that we don't really have good access to right now. I guess Ballista is also interesting. Maybe Ballista is better than Swords, actually. Because Fresh Identity can deal with creatures. Actually, I think I'm just going to go... I think Colonnade is pretty good. I'm going to go Remand Colonnade. Is that right? Right now, let's see. Mox Diamond is getting cut, obviously. It's always bad. Colonnade is a decent win condition. We could also just take this double fixing, but I think Remand is worth it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with these 2. All right, this deck looks pretty sweet. Actually, I think we just run it with 7 lands. I think that's how we do it. So if we did this, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 11 blue lands, 12, 13 blue sources, plus Signet. That seems good. And then for white, we have 4, 5, 6. That's actually not great. But we don't have that many white cards, and we have no double white. So I think that should be fine. Actually, maybe we cut 1 island for 1 more plains. Or, no, I don't want to play the Mox Diamond. If we could play it and have it just stick and play like Crow Mox, even if we don't discard a land, that would be one thing. But I think this is a little bit better. And so now for win condition, we have Emrakul and Double Mentor. Yeah, this deck seems pretty sweet. We're a little bit light on counter magic, but we have a lot of acceleration and really good things to accelerate into, and then Fractured Identity is great. We could struggle against something like Storm, where Fractured Identity isn't great, but I think against pretty much anything other than Storm, this looks like a really good deck. I guess Hull Breacher, Time Twister would be a little bit annoying, and we don't have that many ways to interact with that at instant speed, but this deck is good. I think it could definitely get that trophy. Bring us to 18, I believe, so hopefully we can get there. Oh, actually, is Gush good? Yeah, Gush with Mentor is pretty good. Yeah, I think we will play that. I will see you in round 1. All right, here we are for round 1 against Archimedes 2019, and we have an excellent hand. Well, it's really only good because of the Ancestral, but Ancestral is excellent, so excellent hand. We can keep, and we honestly, I kind of want to Ancestral on my turn here. We're not going to discard the hand size. Ooh, if they just shock and pass, then no. Mox Jet. Hey, we have a Mox Jet too. Grim Monolith. That's a little scary. But if we go Island, Mox Jet, Ancestral, Relic, would we have to discard a hand size? I don't think so. Let's see, that would put us, yeah, we should be good to go, because that would put us down to 5, then up to 7, yeah. So I will Ancestral now. This does play into Force of Negation exactly. That's the only card that punishes us. Okay, yeah, this is why I did it. Well, yeah, I mean, I think I am just going to Brainstorm now. Well, let's see. What does Brainstorming accomplish, actually? Maybe not that much. Yeah, I don't think there's any need to do that. I'm just going to play Relic and pass. Like, the reason to crack it now would be if we had something we could... I guess we could draw, like, a Soul Ring and play that, and it'd be mana efficient, but I don't think that's necessary. All right, they probe us. They know about the Fractured Identity now, which is a little bit unfortunate. It looks like we're a long way away from this Emrakul, but we're actually not, because... Well, I mean, we are, but Tolarian Academy would really get us a long way of the way there just by itself. So do we want to just crack this Relic here? I don't think so. Are they going to Thoughtseize us? Oh, please don't be a Kaya. Kaya would be devastating. They could literally just eat all 3 of our Moxen. Ashiok. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. We can Brainstorm and then put bad stuff under that and then hit a white source, hopefully, in Fractured Identity. So, yeah, Brainstorm. Well, that's some good cards. I don't really want the Gush or the Island, I think. Yeah, we'll put those back. They can exile those. And I am just going to... no, actually, that represents a mana with the Academy. We don't want to crack that. Ooh, Karn was excellent. So we go Academy, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Karn, make a Construct, and then this taps for 5. Oh, we're 1 shy of being able to play Consecrated Sphinx if we do that. That sucks. In that case, I guess we just play Consecrated Sphinx with Mana Leak up, which is also really good. They do have the Monolith, which makes Mana Leak worse, but it still seems okay here. We draw cards. All right, we're getting really close to Emrakul now. What have they been hitting? All our white sources. Oh my gosh, they actually have hit almost all our white sources. Jeez. Okay. Oh yes. Play that card. 5 mana. Oh yes. Yes. This is excellent. Oh, I forgot to... Well, don't have miscalc. I forgot to exile their Probe last turn, which was... I mean, probably won't matter, but that is technically incorrect. So, exile your thing. Izzet Signet is free this turn, and then it generates as 2 mana afterwards. Exile your thing. Colonnade gives white mana, but it's slow. Signet. And I guess I'll tap this and play Karn. Yeah, we just play Karn, make a Construct, and play Colonnade. And I will attack the Ashiok here. I mean, I guess, actually, we could just kill them. Yeah, no need to go for the Ashiok. We can just hit them down to 12, and then next turn almost definitely kill them. I guess we need to find one more artifact. Yeah, I'm going to go for them. I don't care about the Ashiok. We can also just cast Emrakul next turn, right? Because we can make another Construct, then Tolarian Academy will tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, more than enough. And we get to draw more cards here. Remand? Ooh, Cryptic. That's a bummer that we're 1 mana short of that. If we played Colonnade, we could have had Cryptic Command mana. I still think it's worth it to play the Colonnade because having access to white is nice. Okay, Time Walk. They can bring us down to 10 cards. I'm not going to draw cards again, I think. I guess we could draw into Remand. Oh, no, Remand's gone. All right, yeah, I'm just not going to draw cards then. They got a mentor, sure. Jace. All right, that can bounce a construct, but I think this is fine. Now we can just fracture identity. It's still their Ashiok, and then their main win condition is gone. Yeah, we can't kill them, unfortunately, but this is still going to be, I think, an unlosable position. So, well, do we want to fracture identity or play Emrakul? This only targets opponents, right? You can't, yeah, you can't do that on yourself. Yeah, I'm just going to fracture it here. So we'll make a construct. Play land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fractured Identity Ashiok. We also get to see more of their deck this way. They've, okay, yep. Exile your Time Walk. Don't want them to be recurring that in any way. And then we kill their Jace, and that should be game. We could play our own Jace too, but there's no need for that. We can just hold up Cryptic Command. Do I want to draw cards here? I don't think so. There's just no need. We already have the cards we need. Five mana. Memory Jar. That's scary. I will counter that. So we can counter bounce, I think. There's actually an argument for counterbounce our own Karn to reset its loyalty as well. But I think putting that back on mana is worth it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So it looks like they're just Esper control. I don't think they're doing any like storm stuff. Ashiok is scary, but we have a decent number of win conditions. On the draw, do we want to bring in Mox Diamond? Maybe. Yeah, I think on the draw, I'm going to bring in Mox Diamond, cut Gush. I just really want to be fast. And, like, if we could drop Monster Mentor early to pressure Ashiok or something, that's really nice. Okay, I'll keep this. I would love to draw that Mox Diamond or any acceleration. But I think Remand into Mentor is solid, and we can play Sheldock. And then the scariest card they have is Ashiok. And if they have that, then Sheldock Isle will be great. So I like having cards that are normally medium and then really good in the worst case scenario, which is the case for Sheldock here. Hopefully they don't have turn 2 Ashiok. Okay, no acceleration there is good for us. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll just take Emrakul. I mean, these are all great. I'm sad that they're all going to the bottom, but instant speed Emrakul is just so busted. If they don't play anything, I'm definitely going to just hold up Remand, and I hope that's what happens. They're probably considering the same thing we're about to consider, playing a Signet versus holding up Remand. And I hope they hold up Remand. Or like another counterspell. Nice. Soul Ring, huh? I'm still just going to play... Well, we could go Soul Ring, Signet, and hold up Remand, but I think that's just a little bit safer to just hold up Remand. If they counter our Soul Ring... If they go like counter their Soul Ring, untap, play Ashiok, we just die. And, I mean, we don't just die, but then we're really behind. And now we're in great shape. Okay, I will remand that. Spell Pierce, okay, that's fine. Now we can drop a Mentor. We can go... yeah, I think I do want to save these things for after we have the Mentor in play. So it's not as exciting to just play Mentor Go, but I think that's what we should do here. And then we actually do have access to Fractured Identity next turn if we want to, because Soul Ring is just a stupid card and accelerates the turn you play it in addition to every turn afterwards. So we can Fractured Identity any problematic permanents. Time Walk, okay, well, if they go Time Walk into a Planeswalker, that would be bad. They can't play Ashiok. Tinker. Oh, no. Well, actually, this could be okay. If they get Blightsteel, then we chump block, go to 9 poison, but then we steal their Blightsteel. Memory Jar. Okay. I mean, they can... That's solid. They get a bunch of cards, but we'll see what they can do with it. We don't have any forces or anything. Oh my gosh, this hand is so good. I'm so sad this is all going away. It's sort of funny to draw Mox time with literally no lands, but... Yep. Yep. It's a good memory jar. Ashiok. Yep. Hit Urza. That's problematic, but we can attack. Actually, we can maybe kill the Ashiok. Anyway, a Fracture Identity, but we might be able to kill it with combat, which would be better. Okay, that was... It's annoying that we lost all these great cards, but I think we're still in good shape. That memory jar was like okay, but not too backbreaking. So we can go... I think we just Fracture Identity their thing. So we go Island, Soul Ring. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell. Fractured. Looks like they do have a counterspell. Okay, that's a bummer. But it's not the end of the world. Oh, wait, we should have definitely just played Emrakul there. That was a misplay. But this is not the end of the world still. We can attack the Ashiok. They have to either lose their Jace or the Ashiok goes to 1. And if the Ashiok is at 1, I don't really care about them milling me 3 since we have like plenty we need to win on the board / under the shell dock. So I think this is okay. We can also just Ashiok -3. Okay, Lotus Petal is not scary. They can flashback Tinker or Time Walk, neither of which is that bad for us. What do they hit there? Karn is a little bit sad to lose. Green, do they have Oak? Oh, Leovold. Okay, that's fine. They don't have any draw 7s in their graveyard, luckily. They can flashback a Time Walk, but that just doesn't do that much. Okay, they do go for the Time Walk. They hit Consecrated Sphinx there. Okay. I mean, we're getting low on cards in library, but I'm still not too worried about this. Solely because of the Shelldock Emrakul. That's the only reason we're not in a horrible position. That is... I mean, we only draw 1 card. I mean, that would be absolutely devastating normally. Because of the Emrakul, it's not too bad. But we really need them to draw 1 more card, though. The Time Walk is exiled, luckily. If they had Time Walk, that would be bad. But I think we should be able to really wreak havoc on them with the Emrakul. Tolarian Academy, okay. I guess if they can counter the Emrakul, that could be a little bit problematic, maybe. Although I still think just with the Mentor in play, that should be enough if we can get rid of the Ashiok, which we can. And we can get rid of it, and then we can also exile it with the Relic. Actually, funnily enough, they've drawn so many extra cards that they have more cards, we have more cards in their library, in our library, than they do in theirs. Memory Jar. Okay, I hope they crack that this turn. We do really need them to draw 1 more card. I hope we can... If we can Emrakul before they get another turn, that would be huge. Okay, they took our Mentor. That's a little bit bad. Although I'm glad that's gone before we so that they can't get our Karn or our Emrakul. So they just drew new hand. They're down to 14 cards in library. Actually, now we might be pretty behind because they can make a bunch of monks. Oh, wait, no, we're so okay. We can flashback Fractured Identity to exile their own thing, and then we get a copy of it. Yeah, that's going to be great. We can just exile. We'll probably just take their Ashiok. We've done like nothing this game, but we're still winning literally just because of Emrakul. Oh, that's cool. They can untap their Tolarian Academy. If they have another Time Walk, they could kill us with all these monks. But if they don't have another Time Walk, we can use up all their spells and get rid of their prowess. And, I mean, I guess they will have quite a few monks. We'll see. But they're down to 11 cards already, and if we Ashiok them, they'll be down to 8. Chase the Mind Sculptor. We'll see if they bounce one of our monks or Brainstorm. I think I want them to Brainstorm. They could also Fate Seal us, I guess. They probably actually should Fate Seal us, but I'm happy they Brainstormed. Oh, no! They have a second time. Okay, now we... Okay, that's game. Because they can flashback the Time Walk with a Jace. Yeah, that's game for sure. Right? Well, actually, maybe it's not. If they don't have many ways to make the monks bigger... I'm going to take this. I think the monks will both be able to prevent more than 3 damage next turn. Man, the second Time Walk was brutal. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Really? They're brainstorming again. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, they could bounce a monk, but if it's better for them to just hit an extra spell that pumps up all their things. Chromox, yep. I mean, I'm just going to concede. They got us. That's very frustrating, though. We actually could have played Emrakul there. Yeah, I think we could have won that game maybe if we played the Emrakul earlier. Double Time Walk is very, very bad for us. Do we want to... I'm still going to keep the Mox Diamond, actually. Like, their deck is good and fast, and we need to be as fast as possible. Yeah, there was a turn when we I think there was a turn when we could have shell docked the Emrakul out. I forget what we did instead. I guess we just... Oh, we went for the Fractured Identity that they miscalced. That's what happened. And so what we should have done is if we just played Emrakul, they could have not... Well, actually, they couldn't have even miscalced it. Yeah, that would have definitely just won the game immediately. So big misplay there. I think we should be okay, but I will avoid that going forward if possible. I definitely just did not expect them to be able to like go off that hard and kill us and such that we would never get another turn. All right, here we are for Game 3. We are on the play, luckily, and we have a good hand because of Mox. Oh, wow. I mean, because of Ancestral, but the Mox Diamond is great here. Yeah, that's beautiful. So I'll go Island, Ancestral myself. The reason to do it now is because oh. Alright. I was hoping to draw another Mox so that we could play Hold Up Disenchant, but this is fine. So we'll discard our Island and pass. And now we can go either Disenchant or Mentor next turn and then Karn the turn after. This Mox Diamond could have been a Gush. Yeah, I think this is definitely what we want here. I hate on this card a lot, but maybe it's proven its worth. Ancient Tomb, okay. They have a Mox Diamond of their own. Time Walk, all right. That's good. I mean, if they play turn 1 Ashiok, that is bad. Man, if we had drawn a Mox, like another Mox, we could have killed the Mox Diamond there, and that would have really constrained what they could do this turn. Okay, Ponder, that's not too bad. I'm definitely going to hit this Mox Diamond because it could mess up their colored mana situation. They're playing a lot of colors, and they discarded an island, and then their one land only has colorless mana, so that could definitely mess them up. They chose to not shuffle, unfortunately. Tolarian Academy. Okay, definitely need to take this Mox Diamond off the board. Don't play second Time Walk. Are you kidding me? Now they can play Ashia. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, if you just go turn 1, Mox, double Time Walk, and with Tolarian Academy, yeah, there's just not too much we can do about that, unfortunately. Yep. So we need to get the Monastery Mentor down now to pressure that. They hit. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Those would have all been so good. This is very frustrating. We could have made instant monks with the Mentor. Well, I think we can't afford to play Disenchant anymore. Turn 2 double Stone Rain is way too slow. They're down to 2 cards, and they haven't played. I guess they played 1 Ponder, but they haven't played much card draw. Do they really have Fractured Identity? All right. Okay, that's an out. So I think we want to go Karn plus here. We could also just hit their Mox Diamond. Maybe that's better, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to hit their Mox Diamond. So we're going to let them keep the Monastery Mentor, which is bad. But I think if we take the Ashiok and then play Consecrated Sphinx, we can outpace their Mentor. Well, there's our second Mentor gone. That's a little annoying. Oh, we actually... Yeah. So we'll just go for the Ashiok. If they have a counterspell, then, like... Alright, you had 2 Time Walks and Fractured Identity and the counterspell and Tolarian Academy, and you got us. Good job. Alright, sweet. So, hit you... Good to get the Tinker gone. We do have a second Fractured Identity, so we can maybe hit the Mentor that way. Ashiok down to 3. Ooh, Shelldock Isle was an excellent draw. Alright, we're just going to go for the Sphinx, though, here. Our library is a little bit small, but this blocks the Mentor well. Ooh, nice. And draws us towards Fractured Identity. Okay, now we're in a pretty dominant position. Alright, yeah, we should be good to go. Lots of Fractured Identities in this game, that's for sure. Well, that's a lot of mana. 8 mana, Sundering Titan, Ugin. Well, we can Fracture Identity that, so that's fine. They'll probably just -6 to deal with the whole board. But then they'll have no cards, and they actually don't even have that much mana, because the Tolarian Academy doesn't tap for anything anymore. I will block here. If they want to shoot the Consecrated Sphinx instead of minusing the Ashiok, or instead of minusing the Ugin, that's very, very good for us. Nice. Okay, now we have Ashiok and Ugin. That's definitely game. So hit you for 3. Ooh, we can even brainstorm and put a good thing under the Shelldock. That's sweet. Fractured this. -0 to deal with our monks. Brainstorm. I guess we put Karn under there. Yeah. I don't need the Hallowed Fountain. Play that. Hit Karn. Those are 3 bricks, so it's good to put them all on the bottom. And now we pass. And now we have, I mean, we're just pressuring them in multiple ways, and I don't think they can deal with any of it. All right, sweet. So we were able to beat the turn 1 double time walk into Ashiok. That's a good sign. I will see you in round 2. Oh my gosh, dang it. Literally, I just got a trophy and then they got one 20 minutes later. So quite a race here. Hopefully we can narrow the gap back down to 2. Here we are for round 2 against Sour Eggnog. We are on to play. That's a pretty gross name, but okay. No lands. But I'm going to keep it. This gush should be a land. Oh, if that gush was land, we'd be in really good shape. But what we can do is go turn 1, Mox Jet, Relic, Mox Sapphire, and then Mystical for Ancestral. And then hopefully Ancestral will draw us into some mana. If we Mystical for Ancestral and they counter the Ancestral, that would be pretty bad for us. Ancient Tomb. Ooh, well, they have 4 men on turn 1. If they have a Karn, that would be super bad. Jeez. Jeez! Are you... What? Well, they have 6 mana on turn 1. I mean, yeah, we just die. I don't think we can beat that. We need to find Fractured Identity for that and a bunch of men. Oh! Concede. That was a misclick, but I don't think we were going to win either way. I mean, if we drew... Well, it's not going to let us see the cards. Magic Online is honestly so bad. Like, the fact that I just can't draw here... I don't know if that's my computer or Magic Online, but that's, like, so easy to fix, and this happens very consistently, so that's annoying. So we don't know what we're playing against, really. I'm just going to run it back, but Gush is just bad. This just shouldn't be in the deck. Do we want to play Mox Diamond or another land? I think Mox Diamond is better. Famous last words, like, it'll be bad a lot of the times. Yeah, well, actually, no, it's good here. It's good here. We can play turn 1 Urza. That's good. Do we discard the Hallowed Fountain or the Island? I think I'm going to discard the Hallowed Fountain. We have the white source from the Mox Diamond. They could interact with that, but the life could actually matter. If we're playing turn 1 Mana Crypt, the extra shock could definitely make a difference. So we'll only have 2 blue, so we need to draw another blue source for Cryptic Command. But, yeah, if we draw a non-land, it'll honestly be a pretty underwhelming turn 2, because we'll have 4 mana, so we won't be able to spin Urza. We won't really be able to do anything. They're on a mold of 5. Oh, wait, no, we have plenty of blue mana. I forgot that Urza could tap this construct. So we have Cryptic Command available now. Wandering Fumarole, alright. Do we fracture the Mox Sapphire? I actually am going to do that. That might look a little bit weird, but I think with a second Fractured Identity in hand, that gives us Extra mana, it gives us, yeah, I think this is worth it. It pumps up our construct, gives us extra mana. Oh, do they have a counter? Mystical Tutor, okay. So they can get a Tinker, but then we can Fracture Identity whatever they Tinker for, unless it's Inkwell Leviathan. Balance. That's sort of bad. I mean, that's bad, but we have a lot more artifact mana than they do, so that'll kill our board, but it'll still put them back a decent ways. Like, they'll sack a land. We have to discard one of these cards. Which would we rather? I think Fractured Identity is stronger, so I'll discard. So we'll keep the Fractured Identity. Well, yeah, well, I don't want to just sit around for a long time and die to the Mana Crypt slowly, which is a real risk we are running here. Cryptic Command can draw us. Oh, geez, this is so close. I think Fractured Identity is still better. I'm going to keep the Fractured. So now we have way more mana than them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they have 2, and we each have 1 card. So we're winning other than the fact that Mana Crypt might kill us if we both draw bricks for a while. Like, if they draw good stuff, that's actually good for us. I'm just going to play this in case they play draw 7 or something. Yeah, we really want them to play something good. Rats. Dang it. We have 2 Karns. We have Consecrated Sphinx. We don't have another Urza, unfortunately. Urza would be amazing. Nice. Good to know about the balance for game 3. We're getting to the point where they can animate the Fumarole, which would be very bad. Nice. Man, if we really just died to this Mana Crypt and Wandering Fumarole after playing turn 1 Urza and having Fractured Identity, that would be so sad. I am happy that we fired off the Fracture. I mean, I guess we could have held up Cryptic, but taking their land was good. Okay, nice. Now we should just be able to win. Unless they have their last 2 cards are a Force and a blue card. But they definitely can't daze us or anything. We have actual infinite mana. I'm going to turn the Mana Crypt into an Elk here, I think. Ooh. Okay. Well, that might change things. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we'll turn the Mana Crypt into an Elk next turn, probably. Fracture Identity or Oko. Nice. This also gains us life, so that offsets that problem. Create a food. And then I'm going to Jace Fate Seal them because if they draw land, then they can animate the Fumarole and hit us for 4. Or hit the Jace for 4. Spellseeker. We should probably put that on the bottom. Alright, sweet. So they have balance. They have a ton of artifact mana. Like a ridiculous amount. Karn. Fractured Identities will be important. I mean, none of these cards really do anything, so I guess we just run it back. I mean, we could maybe bring in a land. Mystical Tutor can find Fractured or Ancestral. Yeah, we'll just run it back. They did mull to 5 that game, but balance basically undoes mulligans, so I don't think that mulligan actually hurt them very much. This hand is just too bad on the draw. I might keep this on the play, but it's just too slow. Oh, gosh. I actually am going to keep this. It might look bad, and it is bad, but it's so important to have Mox, and yeah, and I don't want to risk just like going so low and not being able to do anything. What do they have? Cool Signet, okay. Okay, I think I am going to play out the Mox to threaten the counterspell. They don't have blue mana yet, but I'm sure they'll play Tolarian Academy or something broken here. There's their blue. Oko. Dak. Oh, no. Okay, that ends the game here. I don't think we can beat that. Well, punished for playing the Mox, that's for sure. We hadn't seen the Dak yet. If we had seen Dak, that would have been one thing, but we didn't know that they had that. So we need to draw Fractured Identity and Mana Crypt. They do only have one card, or two cards, I guess. They didn't shuffle, which probably spells the end for us. Mana Crypt. Celestial Colonnade. Jeez. If they have a Karn, I'm just going to concede to that. We can't beat Karn plus Dak. Yeah, they got us. Bummer. So we'll have to settle for a 2-1. Hopefully we can get there in the finals. I will see you there. All right, here we are for the finals against Silver Johnny. We are on the play, fortunately, and our hand is good enough. No acceleration, but turn 2 Remand is good. Fractured Identity and Glenn are both good. They're also good in, like, different matchups. I mean, well, most of the time they'll both be good, but the matchups where Glenn is really, really good tend to be the ones where Fractured is a little bit less good, and vice versa. So they sort of piggyback off each other well and give us solid situation against most decks. No fair, and the opponent has a Mox. Faithless Looting. Well, Relic could put in some nice work against that, potentially. Lots of islands over there. Makes sense. We could correct the Relic to prevent them from casting Faithless Looting, but I don't really care. So I'm just going to pass holding up Remand, and then if they... I mean, we could even Remand the Faithless Looting if we really want to, but I kind of think I would just let that resolve. I'll Remand pretty much anything here. Repeal the Mox. Okay, they might have found the one thing that I'm not going to Remand. Is it just looting? No play. Interesting. Honestly, I think I'm just going to crack the Relic right now. I think getting rid of the Faithless Looting is some nice value. We can still hold up Remand. Okay, there's actually a situation where Gush doesn't look atrocious. Black-red, alright. If this is Kroxa, I'll feel a little bit sad about having just cracked the Relic. No play, alright. So now we can play Glenn. I think I'm just going to go Plains, Mox, hold up Hardcast Gush. They're really not doing much over there. They missed a land drop. Okay, yeah, this is looking really good. Oh, Hull Breacher? Okay, remit, that's fine. So now I'm going to go land Glen. All right, sweet. Now we should be in very good shape. No play again? Jeez. Well, I'm just going to shock here. Play this, and it can hold up Hardcast Days again. I have no idea what they're doing. I mean, at this point, they might have just conceded, and they're just trying to see most of our deck, or more of our deck. If they're trying to win still, there's no way that playing nothing could be the right play here. So now they're down to 13 already. I guess they've paid a lot of life with their lands. Cabal Ritual. Well, I guess if they're storming and they play big Empty the Warrens, maybe that's an out. Dark Petition. Okay, that's probably worth just Glenning, I think. Yeah, I'll do that. So that was a 2 for half because they also used a Cabal Ritual on that. They probably should have just played that. I mean, my guess is they were using that. They thought it was going to be bait and that we would counter the Cabal Ritual. But then when we didn't, they were like, well, now, I mean, I guess we want to use our mana, but what? Yeah, so we sort of just got them. They have 22, so Shelldock is sort of close. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sad a lot of those went to the bottom, but they're like that. Yeah, we're just going to win this game very easily. Ponder. All right, now we can play Consecrated Sphinx. Oh, wait. We can't play it now because this is tapped, but next turn we can play Consecrated Sphinx, and that should be pretty nice. I think we'll just upkeep it. The old upkeep 2 mana Consecrated Sphinx. A true vintage cube classic. Well, we have plenty of mana to play everything that we draw into now for sure. A lot of our gas is on the bottom of our library, so I would love to find a way to shuffle. Yes, oh my gosh. Yeah, this is going pretty well. I'm gonna let them have an Entomb, I think. I think the only way we could conceivably lose from this point is if they have like just like a random storm, like cheesy storm win, where they just like tendrils through our counter magic. Okay, Dark Ritual. Yeah, I mean I don't think they can beat all these counter spells. Plus, we could just let them get their Grizzlebrand and then they draw 7 and we draw 14. But that is not a good play. Zoom. All right. Glenn. Yogwell. Can they even cast anything? I think I let that resolve and then just counter whatever they do next. Yeah, I mean, maybe they have like a Lotus Petal in hand or something. Oh, okay, they hadn't played land yet, sure. So they can do this, and then we'll just counter what they do. We can remand it, and they won't get it back. Dark Ritual. Yeah, I'll just remand that. And it doesn't go to their hand. I think it gets exiled. Oh, maybe it does go to their hand, actually. Yeah, I think it did. Well, whatever. If they play Ponder, then that's good for us. We get to draw 2. Deal. I wish we had a time walk. We could win this game very easily on our turn with a time walk. I mean, they're doing a lot of stuff over there. And I guess we only have Mana Leak for counter magic, which isn't really great counter magic. I wish we could get this Glen back somehow. So I will end of turn Ancestral myself. Mystical Tutor. That seems worth it. Okay, that's actually great. We can disenchant, hit their Mock Sapphire, and then Mystical Tutor for Cryptic Command. And now we go Mana Crypt, Mox Jet, Urza. And then my hope is to hit Emrakul. That would just win. All right, then I guess let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now we have Mana Leak plus Cryptic, so I guess we just let this happen. We'll waste that 1 mana. And now they're very, very dead next turn, and we have Cryptic plus Mana Leak available to us, and we cut off their mana a bit, so they only have access to 7. I think that should be enough. Oh, and we even get to draw 2 more cards. I actually don't think I'm going to do that now. We don't have any cards we could draw that would help us here, really, and I don't want to get, like, brain freezed out. Dark Ritual, sure. 6 mana. Looks like something that will get countered. Okay, yep, that will certainly get countered. Okay, so Brain Freeze happens. We'll mill 9. And then we Mana Leak the Time Spiral. And then win with 1 card in library. Perfect. Just how we drew it up. Sweet. So we're playing against Storm, and they're like Storm. Should be pretty easy for us. I guess we don't have a ton of counter magic. Maybe this will be tough. I think we do want this. Blightsteel is actually good, funnily enough, because it can shuffle in and make it so that it's a lot harder for them to Brain Freeze us out. The Fractured Identities look a little awkward. They're okay against Karn, or against well, I think we can cut the Gush. They're okay against Grizzlebrand, but if they have Grizzlebrand in play, they're probably already winning. So maybe we cut 1 and then run it like this. Relic is actually great. We definitely don't want to just crack that willy-nilly. I did not realize how hardcore Storm they were originally. Yeah, I think this seems good. These are 2 big boys that are both a little awkward, but Blightsteel is really in there just to shuffle in, and Emrakul is just so good. I think you'd basically just win if you can take a Storm player's turn. So I think we'll just run it like this. I really thought Storm was going to be a lot better in this format than it is. I underestimated just how much everyone was going to have hate for it. All right, this is good. We can keep it. It's a little awkward that the Shell Dock is a Shell Dock and not an island, because it means we can't play Relic on 1 if we want to also hold up Mana Leak on 2. But I guess we could just go Plains Relic into Signet, potentially. Depends partially on what they do on turn 1. Ooh. Okay, I really want to get this Relic into play now. Disenchant. Yeah, I think we just go Plains Relic here instead of getting the Shell Dock into play. If they play Entomb, it doesn't work how we would want it to. They can just exile the Entomb, unfortunately. Grave Titan. Interesting. Wasn't really expecting that. Well, that makes me sort of regret taking the Fractured Identity out. Although I think if they get it on turn 2, though, it's too fast for Fractured. Do they have the Exhume this turn? Looks like they do. Bummer. So, I think we're just going to die. I mean, that's 10 power on the board. Yeah. They got us. So, man, turn 1 Relic was too slow against Reanimator. That is not something you see every day. Okay, I think I want that. I think... maybe I'm just supposed to cut Emrakul. I really don't have 2 things that are pretty much uncastable. Yeah, I'm going to cut that. It is good, but it's so expensive. And then I kind of want to bring in 1 more land on the play, especially with a Mox Diamond. But I don't really want to cut any of these cards. I guess we could cut Consecrated Sphinx. Yeah, I'll cut the Sphinx. It's a little too expensive. We're trying to be low to the ground and fast and win quickly, and Consecrated Sphinx doesn't really do any of that. Ooh, this is a great hand. I think we can turn 1 Urza. Oh, no, we can't. We can't. But we can turn 1 Izzet Signet and then turn 2 Urza with Mana to spare. So, Mox Jet. Academy. And I do want to get the Academy into play ASAP because now if we draw a White Source, we can play that and still have the Academy down. And I'm not really worried about Wasteland or Strip Mine from them. No play. That's good. Oh, man. Wish we could use that Mentor. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we just play the Urza. Well, there's the Entomb. If they're reanimating Grizzle... I mean, yeah, we have this Fractured Identity. So, if we can find a White Source, we're good to go. But we need to find a White Source. Do they have the Exhume on turn 2 again? Don't shock, don't shock, don't shock. If we get even 1 more turn, then I think we're good to go. Bummer. Looks like they do have it. Ooh, okay. Now we have some time. And now we'll be able to... Between our draw step and the Urza flip, and then like next turn's draw step and Urza flip, I think we have a good chance of being able to find a White Source. Well, there we go. So, let's see. Yeah, I'll spin the Urza. Alright, I will play that. Yeah, I'm going to play that. I think if it's just free and it's worth it to do that. We can't hold up Disenchant now, but that's fine. So they're guaranteed to have Entomb this turn. Or Exhume this turn, but we are representing a counterspell, so they might play Scared. If they Exhume, we can steal their Grizzlebrand, but the scary thing is if they just kill us that turn, which they could do. Like, they could just go Grizzlebrand. Luckily, they can't draw 7 twice. It's actually really important that they took exactly 6. But they could go, like, Exhume, Lion's Eye Diamond, crack it, then draw 7, and it's not unlikely that they could kill us from that position. Of course, they don't know that we don't have counter magic. But the problem is, okay, so now we can, like, sort of fake a counterspell, like, think about it. Wait, no, that's definitely not right. We're going to let that resolve. See, we have a counterspell, so be afraid of that. But they can't really... It's, like, sort of a bad threat. Well, I sort of wish I could disenchant that now. Oh, man. So they can activate the Wishclaw Talisman. With that on the stack, crack the Lion's Eye Diamond for 3 black. Exhume. Yeah. So they have 1 mana. They can draw 7 cards. They do go for it. Okay, I respect it. We'll see if they can get there. They can't draw any more cards. If they have Time Walk, that would be really bad. Oh no. That's Time Walk mana. Cabal Ritual. I mean, that's scary. That adds 5 mana. That probably does it. Yeah, that almost definitely does it. They can have 8 mana. Storm is 8. So Brain Freeze. Oh no! So our one way, our only way we could still win this potentially is with Blightsteel. Because if we get one more draw step, I think we can probably kill them. Although, actually, we probably can't kill them. Well, we'll see what they get with the Tinker. Blightsteel of their own. Okay. Yeah, I think we're not going to be able to do this. I mean, if they don't Brain Freeze us, then we can. We're in okay shape if they can't Brain Freeze us. But they can Brain Freeze us. Entomb doesn't do anything, that just adds Storm, because the card will just get exiled. We'll see if they remembered that. They did. They just took out a bad card. And so now they Demonic Tutor, and they can Brain Freeze us for 12. So very, very likely we're just going to have one draw step. It's just going to be only Blightsteel. Technically, it's possible. So they're milling us for 36. If we get really, really lucky and the Blightsteel gets shuffled in like a bunch of times, we could have 2 draw steps. And if that happens, then we can just win, I think, by taking their Blightsteel. No, Blightsteel, Blightsteel, why aren't you doing anything for us? Okay, so yeah, we only get 1 draw step now. And we cannot kill them with what we have here. We can go out in style, though. That's what we can do. Fractured Identity, steal your Grizzlebrand. Draw 7. Good game. So I thought this deck was going to be pretty good, and it really underperformed. I think the root cause of that is that these sorts of cards, like Mentor, Karn, Fractured Identity, that we had doubles of all of them, they're good when you have like one of them backed up by good interaction. But it's not really good as a primary game plan. You need to, like, the key to those decks is the interaction, and then that's like the card that you use while you're interacting. But this deck really only had the Haymakers without the interaction. Like Mana Leak, Remand, Disenchant, Cryptic. That's not that much for interaction. And so despite the fast mana and the decent proactive plan, we just didn't have a good enough interaction, especially on the stack. And so we could fall a little bit behind. Also, there's just a lot of variance. I mean, I think this deck could have certainly trophied in, sometimes. This is probably slightly below average deck, but there's, we played against some really powerful things. Our opponent in the last round reanimated Grizzlebrand extremely early multiple times, and that's going to win a lot of decks or a lot of games. So half so for a 1 and 2, that's tough. I don't go with losing record very often, but still a pretty fun draft, cool deck, and interesting games. And props to the opponents for having some really sweet decks. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.